Fellas, if you're looking to improve your My Team lineup today, I've got the tips for you. One of the best ways you can improve your My Team lineup is simply by looking at the people that qualified for the unlimited $250,000 tournament. These people are masters of the mode. They have the best lineups, and they have the strategy to back them up, and that's why they're in the tournament. First up, we have Peja, who is 13-0 in his last 13 games of Unlimited, and he's been using a variation of a lineup that includes Pink Diamond Gilbert Arenas, the Diamond DeMar DeRozan that evolves to a Pink Diamond, and then the...
Well, it probably wasn't easy getting that dressed up, but now the real work begins as they get set to defend their home court. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. D.A., take it away.
For most teams in the NBA, success starts at the top. The challenge for owners, most of whom don't come from basketball.
It sure can. All right, D.A., thanks. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Kanter.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounds.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got Paul. Howard is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Oladipo in at the two-guard spot. Aldridge out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Vucevic, and it's Harden in at the point guard. Clark, here we are mid-season, and certain teams seem to really change gear and ratchet up the intensity.
Yeah, I agree with you. And some of that is familiarity, understanding who you are and what it takes for you to win, and being healthy is a big part of that. I think teams all over the league go through stretches where they're in a nice groove and rhythm, and there are a lot of variables that play into that.
Things settle down, don't they? Rotations, routines, like you said, all those things important.
Yeah, exactly. Well said.
Now here's Paul, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Here's Giannis, and he gets it to go.
And, you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
Now, here's Aldridge. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Inside, and Butler gets it to go on the assist by Aldridge.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here is Howard. Paul against Harden. Paul kicks to Antetokounmpo. Misses the three. Paul against Wiggins. On the wing, Harden. Harden draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Boston now. Paul with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the elbow. That one doesn't drop. Wiggins with some nice D. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Here is Harden. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Detroit. Pass to Butler. Here's Vucevic. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Butler passes to Vucevic. The second chance effort. It's stolen by Oladipo. Covington wide open. He fires. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Man, nice perimeter shooting by Robert Covington. Just has such a really aesthetically pleasing release on those long ball attempts.
Now, here's Butler. His last outing, he had 8 points. And it's sent back by Howard.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
The shot's good from Paul.
Exceptional focus from the veteran point guard. Paul is no stranger to having to outwork the defense.
Butler against Oladipo. Outside Butler. Pass to Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. Over Oladipo. Here's Vucevic. Tries again. Here's Aldridge. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit. Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Boston. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there.
And, you know, for Boston, they are, in my eyes, one of the big surprises of the young season. I mean, no doubt the talent was there, but I just didn't think it would come together this fast.
Well, you know what? I think it's a testament to how hard they worked in the preseason. I mean, they didn't want to take any chances to have this thing fall apart. They wanted to hit the ground running, and they have.
Here's Butler after the basket by Boston. To the paint, here's Harden. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The efficiency of Giannis, Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we've got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
First one falls for him.
You know, no matter how you feel about James Harden, you've got to respect his love for the game. I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball, and that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Clark, last year, Harden was quoted in saying, most players don't really love basketball.
Well, I don't know about most. That seems a bit extreme. Maybe he feels that they don't love it as much as he does, which certainly you could understand. But I can say that very few players have the drive and determination to improve their game the way Harden has. That's part of why he's been an MVP.
Here is Harden following the basket by Chris Paul. Now Harden. He's averaging almost 31 points a game right now, an extraordinary figure for any player to post. And the pass to Aldridge. Here's Vucevic. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Butler passes to Vucevic. Aldridge dishes to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Paul passes to Howard. Kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now here's Vucevic. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Pistons in Detroit.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Butler against Oladipo. Aldridge trying to break free. Shots good from Butler.
Really hard to stay with Jimmy Butler because he's so good at getting shots up and in past the defense. Just has a real knack for scoring even when challenged.
Back to Paul. The rebound by Harden.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Butler dishes to Aldridge. Good D by Giannis.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Butler. And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
And the hard scrabble upbringing for Jimmy Butler, well chronicled in Houston, Texas. He says it played a part in making him the person Clark he is today. But it doesn't explain him.
That's a great way to put it, Kevin, because we are certainly influenced by our experiences and our past, but it doesn't dictate where we'll go in the future. He bounced around for 4 years in different places from age 13 on. No recruiting buzz out of high school, and from there to here, that's a major climb. Credit to Jimmy Butler. You know, Jimmy Butler is right in your face and candid. He's confrontational and doesn't back away from that. Entering the league under Tom Thibodeau, fire-breathing vets like Joakim Noah, that's how he rolls, and that's what he knows.
Boston making a switch here. Noel's checked in for Howard. Iguodala comes in for Robert Covington. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Chris Paul. And the dunk by Giannis.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here is Harden. Yep, that one goes. Harden's got 6. And if you're a coach, Clark, or a GM, how much concern do you have about acquiring a player like Jimmy Butler, who's not going to bite his tongue?
Yeah, you know, I think it's important that a winning culture is already in place with a guy like Jimmy Butler. Guys who don't mind being pushed and challenged to be their very best in the quest to win. He's a fire breather, but he's also a high-level performer, a high-quality guy. And when you have that combination, usually you're going to win.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. And let's go to our leaderboard. Instant offense is the specialty of these guys. The highest scoring shooting guards of the past month. James Harden, number 1.
And it's his explosiveness that jumps right out at you. I mean, he exploits gaps in the defense better than any player in the league. If there's an opening, he'll find it.
Yeah, and you need that kind of burst from the off-guard position, and boy, does he ever give it to him. I mean, he's a constant threat and a potent weapon.
And Butler gets it to go.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Giannis kicks to Brogdon. From outside, off the mark. And 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Outside, Butler passes to Wiggins. Markkanen against Giannis. Markkanen passes to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
Beverly dishes to Giannis. Back to Beverly. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 3 assists in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now here's Iguodala. No points in the game yet for him. Wiggins with some nice D. Pass to Harden. The tray. The shot will not fall. And it's Boston the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante. Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
Clark, the level of nuance in the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you've played to the exquisite footwork we see now.
Well, you know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to walk and have it talked about as good footwork. So you work with Reggie and other guys, and I hear them all the time saying guys are getting away with carrying the ball and so forth. But the footwork is pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, the step-back three-point shot, the ability to make plays off the dribble, all attributed to footwork. I think it's just an evolution of the game. As players see more and more of excellent work on the court, they're able to emulate it a lot sooner and a lot better.
He kicks to Noel. Back to Giannis. Excellent D from Cancer. Just 35% to start the game. Butler finds Harden. Markkanen with it. Defended by Beverly. Back to Hood from downtown. Knocks down the 3-ball.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Iguodala against Hood. Iguodala, the pass to Noel, uses the glass to finish the layup. And Boston leads by 6.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Butler kicks to Hood. Just 5 to shoot. Fires it up. The rebound by Brogdon.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Iguodala, the pass to Brogdon. Good.
Brogdon has really good strength, and despite being bumped by the defense, still maintains his balance and plays right through it.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
You know, this season versus last, they've seen a decrease in their success at the free throw line.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
You know, he's a big guard who really uses his size well. Brogdon is capable of playing either of the guard spots. He's old school in that way, just a guard who happens to be very versatile.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Boston. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. You learn about Jimmy Butler. Difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got him through.
Basketball.
that's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Jimmy Butler is out there with Harden. Then it's Lowry Markkanen. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Cantor in at the 5 down low. Boston leading by 7. Giannis inside. He's against Cantor. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I absolutely love how Antetokounmpo just has a winning mindset. Consistently, this guy is looking to go all the way to the basket. Has to be devastating trying to stop this guy if you're on defense.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. To the inside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverley. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Sunday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat.
And looking at this stretch for them, I think they should have no problem dispatching most of their opponents if they can avoid that pitfall of playing down to the level of the competition. But that's easier said than done.
And Clark with Giannis, you could see the change in his demeanor last year. He knew he was unguardable when he was on the floor.
Well, guys, you're special when you can say nobody can stop me, and the general consensus is you're right. I can't think of any player in the NBA that's really suited to guard Giannis with his blend of speed and strength and ball skills. That guy handles the ball exceptionally well for a big man.
Boston making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Here's Harden. Softly drops in the floater. Harden's got 10 points.
Incredible control on that floater. Harden is fantastic at putting just the right amount of touch on these very difficult and delicate shots.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon. Some great shooters here. Let's check out the league leaders. Fifth is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Harden inside the three-point line, and the jumper is good. And now it's only a 5-point Boston lead.
Boy, I love watching Harden pat the rock. Has an unlimited number of moves to choose from. Endless.
Here's Giannis. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Hood. He's on target from 8 feet out. Hood's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
Well, D.A., it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Noel. Oladipo comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Paul in for Patrick Beverley. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Butler against Oladipo. Shoots a fader.
Oladipo doing a nice job utilizing his quick hands on defense, doing his best not to allow shooters clean looks.
Covington's shot is off. Antetokounmpo. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 16 points. Here's Butler. 10 points for him. Pass to Harden. Launches it. Rebound, Boston. They've led by as many as 11 points. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Wiggins is checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Oladipo kicks to Giannis. Over in the corner, Paul. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 7 points for Chris Paul.
Man, he's so aggressive offensively. I like his assertiveness. CP3 not taking 1 second extra to pull the trigger once he gets the pass.
Covington's shot is off. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Hood deciding where to go with it. The dish to Aldridge. Harden outside. From outside the arc. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
I've got a word for Harden. It's indefatigable. Say that real fast. Which basically means he's tireless. Even when he's carrying the whole offense, he's got great energy and stamina.
Giannis inside. Aldridge is covering.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Antetokounmpo passes to Howard. Floats it up for Giannis.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A
Kevin.
little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. Down low. And Covington sends it back. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And again, Boston with the triple.
And, you know, you see the touch from deep. Antetokounmpo. Now he just needs to make it a more consistent part of his game.
Harden against Paul. The rejection by Paul. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And the dunk by Giannis.
Super quick in transition. The Greek freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
Outside Aldridge. He dishes it to Harden. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Aldridge has got 3 assists tonight.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. And, Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Harden.
And, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Harden draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And Vucevic kicks to Hood. Rebound, Boston. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Out to the right wing. Paul for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Paul's got 6 in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
That's tipped. Vucevic dishes to Hood. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo against Wiggins. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Boston leading by 10. For 3, Covington. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Aldridge. Dishes it to Harden. Wiggins outside. No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Covington with the bucket.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Harden against Paul. And the rejection by Giannis. Oladipo for 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
A lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. Clark, a lot of coaches like to run their offense through centers. Any names you can think of who you'd be comfortable running your offense through at that position?
Well, just because I've watched him and loved his game since locking into him, Jokic.
Yes.
Man, can he pass it. He can shoot it. He can score it inside. He's got such excellent hands and touch. He's at the top of the list. DeMarcus Cousins, big guy that can shoot it and pass it as well. And Marcus Gasol is also in that list.
Yeah, you'd feel comfortable with any of those guys holding the ball, distributing the ball, wouldn't you?
No doubt.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Boston. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Butler on the wing. Guarded by Oladipo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Let's quickly now take a peek at the league leaders in blocks. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 4th.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
True shot.
And he knocks down the first one.
And, you know, the beard continues to impress, continues to get better, and MVP candidate seemingly every season. Now, I've got a question, though. How does he maintain the look of that beard?
Both shots good from the stripe.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Paul passes to Howard. Back to Paul. Right at the free throw line. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
Wiggins outside. And it's sent back by Howard.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Well, the tremendous work ethic of Victor Oladipo helping him return from that knee injury.
And, you know, it hasn't been easy. Anytime you come back from that kind of injury, a lot of work goes into that. Not only physically is it a challenge, it's a challenge mentally, too. But his positive outlook, his attitude and work ethic, serving him well in getting back.
The first free throw is good.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Noel's checked in for Howard. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Oladipo. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Paul. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Boston. .146 left in the first half of basketball. 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo. A shot from the low post is good. Antetokounmpo's got 29.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Wiggins surveying the floor. From about 19 feet, that one rolling around and rims out.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Outside Butler from deep. No good on that one. And it's Boston the other way. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Harden. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And they double up on Antetokounmpo.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And the basket by Harden.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's Boston with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
Have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 33 points, 5 assists, and 1 block. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
We're seeing the Giannis effect. First player to ever finish in the top 20 in all 5 major statistical categories. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? It doesn't speak for his overall impact, but I just want to tell you, that's impressive.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. Do not be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Howard is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Oladipo in at the 2.
Well, you know, sometimes I think we just take for granted how outstanding a passer Chris Paul is nowadays. I mean, this guy's averaged just under 10 assists a game for his career. Really one of the best point guards to play the position.
And the first one drops. And we are talking about Chris Paul and his assist totals. His career numbers, Clark, are among the elite.
Yeah, they are. And it's clear he's been outstanding for a long time. But he admits that he doesn't think he'll catch the record of John Stockton. But if he can stay healthy for a few more seasons, there's a really good chance he could end up in the top 5 all-time in assists.
Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Inside, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. 14 points for Chris Paul.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Oladipo against Butler. The pass to Vucevic. Aldridge trying to break free, and it's Vucevic missing.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
The wide open look here for Oladipo. No good on the 3.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Vucevic against Howard. It's stolen by Oladipo. And here they go. Paul's shot is off. Gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, that's some hard work being done inside by Oladipo, earning a trip to the line with his physicality in the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from Oladipo.
Hey, from role player to bona fide star, the jump Oladipo has taken has been outstanding. And he's not done yet, folks. He's continuing to grow.
Oladipo hits them both. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Butler on the wing. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Don't think you're going to get a better look than that, and it's Butler who makes it possible with an excellent feed.
Oladipo finds Howard. Vucevic with the block. Wiggins against Covington. Wiggins passes to Harden. Aldridge trying to break free, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Wiggins. 35 points for James Harden. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Howard, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. Wiggins finds Harden. And the rejection by Giannis.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Unselfishness, always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Harden outside. Harden draws the double. Aldridge down low. Giannis is there, and the shot is good.
Yeah, and this is Aldridge's sweet spot. I mean, his bread and butter. It's all about finding his rhythm and then letting it go with confidence.
And here is Howard. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Jimmy Butler. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging 21 points per game, over 2.5 steals and 6 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And here's Harden for 3. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. Oladipo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Paul can't get it to go. Gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Harden the pass to Butler. Vucevic trying to get open, and he uses the glass on the layup. And 12 points for Jimmy Butler.
And Butler is no easy cover. When he's in the paint, he's looking to score, which is what you should do. I like his attacking, confident mindset.
Back to Oladipo. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Here's Harden, and the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 37.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Harden against Paul. Kicks it to Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Vucevic.
Well, we've seen Vucevic expand his offensive repertoire, guys, adding to his old-school post game. He's now demonstrating perimeter shooting and playmaking ability, and that's opening some eyes.
And he makes the first. And Clark, as Vucevic has stepped out from that mid-range to beyond the arc, it's paying dividends.
Yeah, not only is he shooting the three-point shot when he steps out there, but it spaces the floor and opens up things for his teammates, and he's proven himself to be a pretty good passer. The face-up game, proving just as effective as his post-up game, which makes him a hard cover.
So he makes one of two as the second one misses.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Aldridge, the pass to Vucevic. Just 4 to shoot. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Rebound, Boston.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
To the right side. Down low. Here's Brogdon. Banked in off the glass. Brogdon's got 5.
Well, there's nothing like being unselfish as a player, and Noel was outstanding in that regard, reading the entire floor and finding his guys for high percentage shots.
To the paint. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Noel. And here's Covington from the arc, rebounded by Hood. Gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Harden the pass to Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Boy, I tell you what, you got major bounce, but the long arms, Kevin, of Wiggins gives him an extra advantage converting at the rack.
Brogdon kicks to Giannis. Hood against Oladipo. The 10-footer. Count that one. He's got 11.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Hood, the pass to Harden. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. Vucevic. And the rejection by Noel.
Man, you can just see Noel's eyes light up when a shooter attempts these shots. He's so forceful and determined in his denials.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Aldridge dishes to Harden. Wiggins outside. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And Covington is always looking to shoot the ball. I mean, which in turn forces defenders to get extra aggressive with him when he's going up with the shot.
First trip to the line for him here.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw drops for Covington.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc, and he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination. Nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work, too.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Victor Oladipo. Right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Yep, that one goes in there. That's 7 points for Rodney Hood.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Now here's Noel. Covington into the lane. Beverly for 3. Markkanen pulls it in.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Fires from the line. Here's Wiggins. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Boy, I tell you what, that 7-foot condor-like wingspan of Wiggins helps him get to the miss and convert it into points.
For 3, Brogdon. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here, and that's really what it's all about. When you don't beat yourself, you become hard to beat.
Harden outside. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got 40 points.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Noel with it. Back to Iguodala. Goes up from the top of the key. That shot is off. Iguodala has gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Outside Hood. Got a piece of it. And now the fast break, Brogdon with the ball. Over in the corner, Beverly. Boston again missing. 40% from the field. Good on the wing. He's guarded by Brogdon. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
That free throw good from Hood. Ball's checked in for Boston. Both free throws good from Hood. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Passes it to Noel. Tour elite defenders, Clark, but Chris Paul is certainly on that list.
Boy, you think about Chris Paul. In his younger days, Kevin, he was an absolute terror defensively. He can lock up guard.
First free throw is good.
And Chris Paul, very much one of the best and most talented point guards in the league. A really poised floor leader who always is talking and is really an excellent leader, too.
Butler, he's checked in for Hood. And both free throws good from Paul.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawing some fouls.
Butler against Brogdon. Now, here's Butler. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 5. Over to the wing. Wiggins outside. Over Iguodala. They grab their own miss. And Kanter throws it down.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
Exactly. I mean, it had to happen here in the third. Now they've got the run going, and I think they've got to keep it going now.
Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And, Greg, that kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
It's deflected. And here comes the break. Here's Wiggins. It's on target from the high post. Wiggins has got 6 points.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Brogdon against Butler. Brogdon outside. Carries it from three-point range. Brogdon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You have to chase Brogdon off that three-point line. He's a very good shooter from this area.
And so it's Boston, controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
First things first down there, we're getting great looks. We've had back cuts that have been open. You guys have cut them, gotten good looks. Keep shooting with great authority.
Well, he's absolutely loving the offensive execution.
Coach Stevens is really motivating this group right now. The offense looks like a well-oiled machine.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Jimmy Butler, Aldridge out there with Vucevic, then it's Wiggins, and it's Harden in at the one spot. Howard, the pass to Covington. Now Paul. Brogdon outside. Poked loose. And Noel kicks to Brogdon. No good on the triple.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Harden outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had one before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
Paul passes to Antetokounmpo. Brogdon outside. Five on the clock. Back to Giannis. The 19-foot shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Harden against Paul. It's Harden with the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 42 in the game.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
Howard dishes to Paul. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got his fourth assist in this one.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less. You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to rein it in down the stretch here.
Here's Brogdon. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. The three from Harden. Drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 45 points.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. And that one's good, Brogdon.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
They double him with Giannis. Harden bounce pass. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Boy, at 6'11", Aldridge makes this look really easy. All he needs is the right positioning, and it's over.
Harden against Paul. Here's Antetokounmpo. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
Boston making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in.
What you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
To the inside. And Harden with the stop.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
To the paint. Here's Covington. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Butler feeling out a bit. Pass to Vucevic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Now Howard. Outside Covington. Lock at 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Vucevic. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. So a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. And he's good on the second. Here's Butler. Pass to Harden. And Harden with the stop.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
And there's the pass to Paul. And it goes down 2 points. Paul's got 10 points in just the second half.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Butler on the wing. Nice D from Oladipo. Boston leading by 15. Here's Paul. Here's Covington. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Free throw drops for Covington. That one is no good. And Clark, ordinarily quiet by nature, LaMarcus Aldridge has become a more outspoken leader in recent years.
Yeah, and that's a good sign. Sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone for the good of the team. Aldridge is, by nature, a laid-back, quiet guy, and sometimes that can work against the team. But in his case, he realized that he needed to be more vocal and stepped into doing that.
Boston leading by 16. Here's Paul. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Butler against Oladipo. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That'll be his second foul of the game. On the wing, Wiggins, defended by Covington. And, yep, another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Boston. It's a 16-point game, and it's good, 2 points. Paul's got 24.
Boy, can't let Paul find his groove because once he does, he's in attack mode 24/7.
It's Butler that time on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Giannis, that's a 2-pointer, and it's Boston with another.
And Antetokounmpo really, building on his shooting. That's impressive to see. No way the defense catches up to him when he's rising up right after he gets the pass. No way.
Back to Harden. 3-pointer. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis is And the wide-open shot from Paul. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Down low. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Now a timeout called by Boston.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Boston leading by 19. Paul finds Giannis. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Had the space there, but it's offline. Being a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Butler. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Man, what strength from Butler. Refuses to be tied down or held down. Excellent concentration on the and one.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic, an offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
The free throw drops for Butler. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
Butler with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. Here's Aldridge. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
Aldridge has a nice methodical way about his game that makes him extremely reliable down low. He's a smooth operator in the post.
Howard kicks to Antetokounmpo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Giannis. Here is Harden. There's the dish to Butler. Inside, Aldridge. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Aldridge has got 6 points in the quarter.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Oladipo, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here is Howard. Covington inside the line. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Harden the pass to Butler. Aldridge trying to break free, and the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him. Boston leading by 16. And here is Paul. Antetokounmpo finds Oladipo. To the middle. Stolen by Harden. Inside. And Vucevic throws it down.
All the reach you need to throw it down there. Vucevic making it look easy.
Paul against Harden. Tipped away. And stolen by Wiggins. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Boston shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Now here's Giannis. Pass to Howard. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Here's Howard. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Butler. Knocked away. Covington with the steal. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Man, the fearlessness, I love it by Covington. Really sticking it to the defense with that dunk. Going right at him.
You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
And they double up Butler. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Boston with it. Boston leading by 16. To the inside, Covington. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Aldridge, the pass to Harden. Outside Butler. And they double up Butler. 4 on the shot clock. A three-pointer is right on target.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Boston.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall. And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions. And the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
That's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
And the rejection by Noel. Outside Jackson. Pass to Noel. Down low. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Aldridge inside. He's guarded by Williams. Excellent D there from Williams. Jackson with it. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Victor, what does tonight's performance say about the confidence of this team?
Just look pretty good. We play great together. We play well together as a team, so when we do that, it's easier for us to beat teams.
Victor Wondermatha, thank you, my man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.
Another thing to mention about these unlimited qualifier lineups, and Paige is a great example of this, he has Pink Diamond Bill Russell from the New Year's Resolution set and the Galaxy Opal David Robinson from the Rewards Market. These two cards can stretch the floor, and it's another thing, if you catch your opponent off guard, you may have an easy W by the end of the first quarter if your opponent doesn't have that strategy ready for you. The other lineup we wanted to call out from a recent qualifier is Jomar. Now, this guy has a lineup that is a little more top-heavy. You saw with the prior lineup for Peja, he had 13 guys from Diamond to Pink Diamond. In this case, my man here is running 3 bronzes on the bench. While that's great for matching up with people in Unlimited, it may not be as great once you get into the tournament. If you meet the right combination of players and you don't have an answer for them, you're going to be...
2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. On Friday, they'll go up against LeBron James. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Brooklyn Nets.
And for that game against the Knicks, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Kemba Walker is a multiple-time All-Star.
David, he's come a long way. Thank you. Now the starting group for the visitors. Marcus Morris is out there with Harrell. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Doncic, and it's Walker in at the point. Russell Westbrook out there with Will Barton. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Clark in at the 3 spot. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved. It's about your standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, you know, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in L.A. and say, hey, we're the best right now.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Oh, man, these fans are pumped. I expect them to be loud tonight. Should be a great game.
Now, here's Siakam. He had 16 points in the win against the Heat in Miami.
And he also made an impact on defense, guys. 3 blocked shots over the course of the game.
Shot clock at 3. They get it back. The kick out to Westbrook. Nailed from three-point land.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now, here's Doncic. He had 28 points in the win against Washington.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Here's Doncic from 12 feet out. And good that time.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's Westbrook. And the shot goes down. Westbrook's got 5.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now, here's Walker. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
Well, look at Walker's percentages from beyond the arc. I mean, tremendous improvement over the last few years.
And here's Westbrook. Kemba Walker hitting his 3 to go. Westbrook kicks to Siakam. It's Barton on the wing. Drops one in from the wing.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Walker, and Whiteside sends it back. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Westbrook, and the layup falls. He's got 7.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Harrell finds Walker. No good there. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Now here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
And here's Walker, following Russell Westbrook's 3. Walker the pass to Baines. He kicks it to Doncic. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Doncic has got his second basket of the night. Gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Westbrook with a wide open look. Sinks the 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 5, and they'll keep possession. And a wide open look for Walker. Bangs home the trifecta. Walker's got 9.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Shoots. And it's Westbrook missing. Being 56% in this first quarter, an outstanding start for this offense. Westbrook with the block. They recover it. They get it back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
He misses the free throw. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Good on the second free throw. Gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Westbrook again missing. Doncic feeling it out. To the paint. Shoots over Barton. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Walker. And it's 7 points for Luka Doncic. Quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Westbrook passes to Barton. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Walker. Over Westbrook, just 5 on the clock. Almost, but it rolls out.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers. Oh, man.
Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be, more patient?
Oh, are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Rod Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and their expectations may not be based in reality.
Taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Barton.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, here's Walker. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Morris. Harrell against Westbrook. Harrell, that's good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Walker against Westbrook. Great D that time from Harrell.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game
year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Zubac is checked in for Aaron Baines.
One shot. One shot.
And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 15. The shot's good. Westbrook's got 17.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Walker against Westbrook. Back to Walker. Passes it to Harrell. Shoots over Redick. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's Siakam. Walker with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Westbrook, following the basket by Marcus Morris. And Gobert kicks to Westbrook. Three-pointer on the way. Rebound by Harrell. Morris looking over the floor. Outside, Walker. Morris passes to Doncic. There's the double team with Westbrook. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. And now it's time to look at our rookie leaderboard and see which of the first-year players are tops in assists during the last month. Take a look at Clark, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love him.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 17. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Siakam against Walker. There's the pass to Harrell. Zubac trying to break loose. And Harrell, the bucket on the assist by Walker. Harrell's got 5 points so far. Doing well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Redick for 3. Morris with the rebound. Hitting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Redick against Doncic. Pass to Walker. That one doesn't go. Westbrook with the nice D there. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 7. Here's Zubac. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Now, Redick. Against Miami, he was really on his game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Westbrook's got 21 in the game.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Doncic. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 9 points.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Gobert finds Clark. And here's Westbrook. 21 points in the game. That one, no good.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Outside, Walker. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Russell Westbrook.
An electrifying scorer. Walker, he'll burn you in so many ways.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw good from Walker. Walker hits them both.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
From deep three-point range, we've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's listen to Pascal Siakam talking about the work ethic of his teammates.
You come in every day. Guys in the gym every single day. So I used to think that I was always the hardest worker, but, you know, just coming to see guys, the amount of work that they put in, trying to get better each and every day.
And, Greg, when everyone is working hard, it builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Oh, at the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
Ivica Zubac is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Teague. Then there's Favors. And it's Nunn in at the 2-guard.
This is the defense you want to see from Parker. Stepping up with the big-time block.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Barton, wide open, he fires. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, he's a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
Now here's Barton. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami. Redick with the bucket.
Exceptional at shooting off the pass. Redick's rapid-fire release often comes in handy.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Zubac. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Oubre passes to Nunn. Shoots over Barton, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Nunn's got his first points of the night. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
And here is Teague after J.J. Redick hitting the three. Teague against Parker. Teague surveying the D. Clock at 4. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Parker. Barton outside. Kicks to Parker. Got a piece of it. Oubre with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Nunn. Shot clock at 6. Teague with a clean look. The three-pointer no good.
You just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Here's Nunn, covered by Redick. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Barnes against Oubre. Goes up the baseline. That one goes. Count it.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Gobert. And stolen by Favors. Teague against Redick. Teague can't hit.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, just off his game. Forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Now here's Barton. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Back to Barnes. They get a hand on it. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oubre passes to Nunn. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Redick. Barton outside. Passes it to Gobert. Nobody near Barnes. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And he makes that one.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Chris, of the guys you went against and played against, who would have benefited from today's style of play the most?
Oh, man, I got a few names. Billy Owens. Billy Owens, to me, was a guy like a Kevin Durant. No, he couldn't shoot like that, but he did everything on the floor for us there in Golden State. And I think in today, an open game for him where he could get going, oh, man, that would just be incredible. I also think of a guy like Detlef Schrempf. He could post up, he could pop and pick, he could shoot the ball deep, he could shoot off the dribble, finish on the break. Whatever you wanted, he could give it to you that way. And I think for both guys, that size, that sweet spot, 6'7", 6'8", but played like a little bit of a guard, those two guys come to mind.
Another shot. Here's Westbrook. Great D that time from Oubre. And around 41% on the night. He dishes it to Favors. Bradley kicks to Oubre. Now the pass to Baines. Over Westbrook. And that one goes long. Thing in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Shoots the three. Another miss by Westbrook.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pass to Baines. Pass to Nunn. At the top of the key, Oubre. A three from Bradley, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. They've had a great season, and will look to extend that into the playoffs. Right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance. Now, here's Barton. Pass to Westbrook. Shot left block. Count it. Westbrook's got 23 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Now, here's Oubre. And here's Bradley from three. Sinks the triple.
Three-point shooting. I mean, the strength of Bradley's game offensively, incredible.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Westbrook missing again.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Doncic.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Relax on the first.
That free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good.
That's not like him at all. I mean, he's been so steady up until those.
And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
Now, here's Siakam. Following the miss by Montrezl Harrell. Morris against Barton. The kick out to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. They get it back. Second chance shot. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
One shot.
And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. And he can't get the first one. George Hill's checked in for Russell Westbrook. So he comes up empty, missing both.
As bad as they've been at the free throw line, it's a surprise they're holding the lead. Nothing dropping from the stripe this quarter.
In the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. Walker, and he drops it in from the low post. Walker's got 16 points.
You got to admire how effective Walker is on offense. He's found his rhythm. He's riding that momentum.
Here's Whiteside. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And they've repeatedly froze inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Hill.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Siakam. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
Here's Barton. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Here's Whiteside, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. He's off on the second.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
Doncic passes to Harrell. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The pass to Bellinelli. Back to Siakam. Pass to Whiteside. Over Harrell. Siakam outside. A 3-ball. Rebound by Harrell.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Walker dishes to Doncic. 1:29 left in the second quarter. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Exploiting the opposing defense in the paint here. That they've set up shop down in there this second quarter, and boy, are they cashing in.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. J.J. Redick's checked in for Bellinelli.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game. Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Now, here's Redick. He has 5. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They are just killing him on the interior.
One shot.
Free throw, good, white side.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Walker finds Doncic. Back to Walker. Pass to Harrell. Out left to the wing. That's a two-pointer from Walker, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Being at a decent 44% clip here. Here's Siakam. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam got better in every statistical category.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on his stroke.
Walker against Redick. Releases from 15. Here's Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw missing. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And the second free throw, good. 29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Martin passes to Whiteside. He kicks it to Clark. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Clark.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And so Clark nails both of them. 15 seconds left now here in the second. Barton against Walker. Shoots over Barton. And, oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Now, that's the way you want to end a quarter, with the momentum on your side.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The away team, they're up by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident.
back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, they're putting bodies on people.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Whiteside is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Clark in at the small forward position. Now here's Westbrook, following the miss by Montrezl Harrell. And Siakam throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Yeah, Kevin, second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
Now here's Walker over Westbrook. No good off the back of the rim. And it's Clark in the corner for the tie. Second shot opportunity. Here's Whiteside. No good. That would have tied it.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Doncic finds Morris. Doncic against Barton. There's Walker with the three.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Siakam passes to Barton. Down low, Clark. And it's all evened up. Clark's got 6.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Now here's Walker. He's got 20. Yep, it counts. Walker's got 22.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Feeds to Walker. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 24 points for him.
And for a guy who only stands 6'1", Walker can be a strong finisher in the painted area.
Westbrook passes to Clark. For the lead. Kemba Walker comes up with the loose ball. Walker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Makes it off the glass. Walker's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
That shot a little beyond his normal range. 26 points for Russell Westbrook.
Adding to his 3-point total on the night. He had 3 in the first half. Now he's got his first one here in the second.
Walker dishes to Baines. From 11 feet away, that one wide left and 43% from the floor. Passes it to Siakam. Westbrook kicks to Siakam. The pass to Clark. 6 on the shot clock. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And stolen by Barton. Siakam left side for the lead. He lays it in. Siakam's got 10. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Walker finds Doncic. They get the rebound. Being a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And there, Clark showing a little burst, trying to create some offense. He has the athleticism, and the defense isn't necessarily expecting it.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. Parker's checked in for Whiteside. And so Clark nails both of them. Gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Oubre outside. Pass to Baines to end the run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws, being 43% from the field. Clark finds Westbrook. Puts up a 3. Favors with the rebound. Favors got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Teague. And Westbrook pulls it down. Thing is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the 3rd quarter. And that one's good. Barton.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Look, they can't leave him alone for a second on the perimeter. Not the way he's shooting the 3 tonight.
And here's a look at some of the most multi-dimensional players in the NBA. Not only can they pass, they can fill it up. The highest scoring point guards this season. Russell Westbrook 3rd.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, Greg, these guys aren't there just to run the offense for the teams anymore. They are the offense. They can light it up.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now, here's Bradley. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Outside Westbrook. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Oubre passes to Favors. Bradley with the bounce pass. Teague for 3. Drills it from outside. Teague's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. It's a 4-point ball game. Barton passes to Parker. Poked away and stolen by Jeff Teague. Bradley, that's for 2. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Bradley's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And that's where he's most comfortable. Bradley crafting his game to excel in the catch and shoot.
Siakam finds Clark. Pass to Westbrook. Over Teague. And Baines pulls it down.
Things can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? Last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden, nothing's dropped.
And 43% from the floor. Martin dishes to Westbrook. Back to Barton. No good that time. Great D that time from Oubre. For the tie, and he lays it up and in. Oubre's got 5.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
And here's a timeout from Greg Popovich.
You're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Gobert, he's checked in for Jabari Parker.
And let's take a look now at Russell Westbrook's numbers. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 5th in assists, 7th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. And then Clark slams it in.
Nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Teague for 3. It's Clark with the rebound.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Siakam. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. A troubling 38% in the 3rd. Not the finest work of this offense. Now Teague. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting me.
Hey, guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Here's none. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. That's tipped. Barton kicks to Clark. Passes to Gobert. Here's Barton. Back to Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league.
Harrell, he's checked in for Derek Favors. Good on both.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
But they'll get another chance. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. Westbrook against Teague. Westbrook drives in, and that one is good.
Timeout.
Westbrook's got 28 points for the game.
Sorry.
And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. But Greek Freak and Gobert probably go 1st and 2nd in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception. And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Being 39% from the floor. Not their best. Here's none. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Siakam. The dish now to Westbrook. Here's the three. Hits it from three-point range. Westbrook's got 8 points in the quarter.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
And here is Teague. Zubac's in the post. Defended by Gobert.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
A free throw drops for Zubac. Morris is checked in for Kelly Oubre. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Here's Clark. And the rejection by Zubac. Out to Morris. Over Siakam. Morris, no good.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
The pass to Gobert. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. 4-3, Westbrook. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Now, here's Teague. He's covered closely. Six to shoot. Here's none. Barton with some nice D.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
And the basket is good. Barton's got 9 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now here's Teague. Pass to Zubac. Harrell down low. Siakam's there. And it's Harrell missing.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Double team on Westbrook. And he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 10 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Here's Doncic. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
We got to move the ball. We got to spread it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Montrezl Harrell. Doncic out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Whiteside. Right side, Westbrook. Count the basket. Westbrook's got 12 points here in the second half.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
To the inside. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
They retain possession. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Will Barton. And he knocks down the first one.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Zubats. That one misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Westbrook. Goes back up. Walker with some nice D. Around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Doncic passes to Walker. Basket counts. Walker's got 28.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Westbrook's got room. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 6 rebounds in the game. Out to the right wing. From the low block, that shot misses. Gobert with the defensive effort. Gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
They throw good, Siakam.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Lets it go from 14. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Walker against Westbrook. Another shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Free throw, good, Whiteside. And both free throws good from Whiteside. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really not. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Stoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in on.
Now here's Doncic. Shoots over Barton, and Doncic gets it to go.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 5 rebounds tonight. Dishes to Harrell. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Westbrook, no good. Getting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Doncic left side. Here's Morris. That shot, no good. Gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Westbrook lays it up off the glass. Westbrook's got 39.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Now Westbrook following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. From beyond the arc. And Baines pulls it down. Putting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Morris kicks to Baines. On the wing, Doncic. Martin defending, and they're able to recover. Fast break, here we go. And a wide open look for Siakam. And Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Shot's good by Walker.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Siakam looking around. Pass to Westbrook. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. See, we have excellent. Now, Doncic, after Westbrook's missed three. Doncic passes to Harrell. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Now, here's Barton. Passes it to Whiteside. Here's Gobert. And the rejection by Harrell. On the wing, Doncic. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the pass to Gobert. Kicks it to Westbrook. Pass to Whiteside. And the officials call a traveling violation.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They've limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
Clark, he's checked in for Gobert. Here's Walker. Banked in off the glass. Walker's got 12 points here in the second half.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And here's a timeout from Greg Popovich.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That will be foul number 5 on him. Here's Walker. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here's Barton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Luka Doncic. That one is off. He hits the second from the line.
And that puts him right around 90 from the free throw line. Really good work here in the second half.
And the layup is good.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Siakam. Inside. Barton trying to get open. And Baines pulls it down.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Doncic trying to get open. Harrell. And another shot. It's blocked. Here's Clark. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Now, here's Doncic. He's looking for Harrell and finds him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
Here's Westbrook. Barton drives in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. All free throws good from Barton.
And you really have to like what they're doing at the line in this half. Free throw percentage now up around 92%.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Bain. And that'll be his third foul so far. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Passes it to Westbrook. He kicks to Whiteside. Clock at 6. To the middle. Westbrook can't get it to go. I think in the fourth quarter has looked shabby. 38%. Shot's good by Walker.
And although Walker is just 6'1", he possesses impressive strength, as he showed right there.
Barton against Doncic. The pass to Westbrook. Here's Whiteside. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Whiteside's got 6 points in the quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Offensive rebound. Doncic. Good D by Siakam.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's Clark. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Now, here's Walker. And he lays it straight in. Walker's got 36.
Don't you love the passion Walker plays with? An incredible athlete who somehow muscles in tough shots.
Here's Whiteside. Siakam trying to free himself up. Whiteside, no good. Morris outside on the wing, Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam. And he makes the first. So both teams making some changes here. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
They'll take it, even with the miss. Anything they can do to cut into the lead.
Bradley against Hill. Now, here's Bellinelli. He's guarded closely. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Oubre. Here's Bradley. And the layup's good off the glass.
And you talk about body control. Bradley's toughness showing there on the difficult finish. Nice job.
Barnes outside. And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.